Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and let's just jump right into the Monday morning member shoutouts. Air horn noise here. Okay, thank you so much, Domina Violetta. Wait, hold on, I need to... Hold on. Let's roll it back a little bit. Unprofessional, I know. I had it on the other monitor, so I had to turn my head away from the microphone, and it would be better if I did it like this. So, for the 3-can subscription, thank you so much, Domina Violetta. I really appreciate it. And then for the 1-can subscriptions, thank you, Mathulu, Izander, _581, Bunny-chan Farabi, Funky Fresh exclamation mark, Feeny Von Karma, and Horg Japan. I always love seeing the auto subtitles for it because it's always like Hog Japan, like H-A-U-G Japan. I don't know why, but it is that way, and it is Look Who It Is. If you're wondering what the hell the Monday morning member shoutouts are, by the way, this is time. It's time to shill. We have not been on our shill arc recently because I've been a little eepy and a little tired, and the bit does get old if you do it too long. Basically, if you want to give me your money, you can with a membership. It's a monthly thing. I could be your Crunchyroll or Netflix or other similar service where you watch videos online. Now, I don't think I provide nearly enough value in that regard. The only thing I really do is let you vote on games once in a blue moon and shout you out on Mondays. So, it's always 100% optional, and I really appreciate it. It's a very well, I don't want to say... I don't want to do anything that could potentially make somebody feel obligated to stay subscribed, okay? I was going to say it's a kind thing, and it is a kind thing. I like having your money, but it is always optional. It is never required, and I do not need it. I appreciate it. I really do. I will sometimes forget the Monday morning member shoutouts, though, because I am stupid. And if you've been watching this video for any length of time, these videos for any length of time that you would consider joining the memberships program, you already know I'm an idiot. So, hopefully I don't have to explain that. But thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Now, we kind of were doing this thing where we were going, like, left to right for a little bit, then I just randomly picked Moriko. We did Haru last time, so let's do Mizuki. And let's ramp it up here. Oh no, what did I do? I pressed the randomize button! Dreaming of Shiikawa ill-fated? This is Harbinger. This is what we're doing now. This is our life now. This is what it is. It's Look Who It Is, even. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't really like any of these perks. We're gonna take Fast Hands, if you can believe it, for one reason and one reason only, okay? But, hold on, we're on our shill arc, okay? I've already thanked the members. I can thank them again. Thank you so much. But I can also say this. If you are not a YouTube Premium subscriber, watch the ads. Pay me 30 cents by watching the ads. Thank you so much. And, for people who are YouTube Premium subscribers, thanks. Thanks for existing. You're a real one. And also, hold on. I'm going through the list, okay? My imaginary in my head list of things I need to shill for. Watch the RimWorld. Actually, you already did that. You don't have to rewatch it. You've already watched the RimWorld. Statistically speaking, you've already watched the RimWorld, okay? If you haven't, you can go watch it, I guess. I think it's a fun series, but you've already watched it. So yeah. I don't know, watch the other World of Horrors, I guess? Am I shilling World of Horror in World of Horror? What has this come to? No, what do you mean? There's also Dark Souls videos, and there's also Lunacid videos, and I just dropped the bottle cap that I was fiddling with. What the hell? It's so Joe-over. It's so Jover. Now here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna go here, we're gonna get some EXP, that's nice. Then, we're gonna put this brick image, this brick PNG, which is a Minecraft brick PNG. We're gonna spam through this screen as quickly as we possibly can. so that I don't have to, you know, we're gonna do that while the brick PNG is up. We're gonna see Moriko on the TV, and now we're off to the races. So what has Webweaver actual filler been up to, alright? What have I been up to? I've been busy with some IRL stuff, which is never fun, and I don't like talking about it. But I have been cooking. Been cooking a little bit, okay? I've been cooking a little bit. There might be a... Okay, let me preempt this. It's not the tier list. If we do a tier list, it will probably be a video, because the videos make way more money than the live streams do. Me, who's live streamed once, and it was Final Fantasy XIV. But we are most likely going to be doing a live stream at some point in the future. Hopefully soon, hopefully next month. It's kind of a fun idea. It's a cool idea. It'll be a fun, like, sort of just chatting thing style. And I've been thinking about... The problem is I feel like if I made a tier list, people who actually play this game seriously and know what they're talking about would just beat my ass. But the thing is, I actually feel like that would be okay, because it would get discourse going. Because, you know, when Funky talks about meta in the Discord server, it ain't WoW, it's some other game. You know, when people are talking about metas, they're talking about Gunfire Reborns, they're talking about Warframes, they're talking about some sort of... I don't even remember what it was, but it was like I don't want to say a furry game, because I don't remember, but it was like I think it was like a furry game where you could choose like a character, and it was like a roguelite, and it was like really easy to make money, so the character who was good at generating money... Listen, I don't know things, okay? If you've been watching these videos for any length of time, you know that I don't know things. You know that I'm stupid. You know that your boy is dumb as hell. And that's just kind of, you know, we're just chilling. We're just here for it. We're here for the stupidity arc. And, I mean, listen, I've been playing Hildebrand quests for the last week. I am overdosing on incredible stupidity. If you don't know what the Hildebrand quests are for Final Fantasy XIV, they're insane. It's basically like if the developers of FF14 XIV wanted to essentially make like a Gmod skit in their game. It's nuts. It's insane. I'm doing it because I need my Manderville relic. But it's also really, really, really funny. Like, it's also really, really, really funny. You know what I mean? Like, it's genuinely hilarious. So... I'm having a good time with it. I'm enjoying that so far. I think it's a really good time. But I've overdosed on Hildebrand. You can only take so much of a Manderville man in one sitting. You know, because the only people who can be around Hildebrand... Listen, Hildebrand comes around every 2 years at the end of an expansion in some patches, okay? The only people who can stand to bask in Hildebrand's radiance is Nashu and Hildebrand himself, and I suppose his father and his mother, right? Those are the only individuals on the star that can afford to be around Hildebrand for longer than... I have a headache. Listen, Hildebrand is so absolutely insane. It's crazy. Also, I just realized we were on 7. Oh, wait, why do we have 80 million money? Didn't I buy a monkey wrench? Why do we have 4 funds? I have no idea. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, you really can't, like... Like, I showed Kiwi. I showed Kiwi, Moment Kiwi, a clip from Hildebrand. And he didn't believe it was real. He thought I was lying to him. He thought that it was like a skit that somebody made. He thought that it was some random-ass thing. And it was real. And the Hildebrand quests are a thing that exists. They're insane. They're unhinged. They don't follow the realms of logic. We really are going down this road, aren't we? Because we have Blood Frenzy. We are going down this road. We didn't fight a single goddamn person here, by the way. Thank you so much. It's ill-fated, by the way, so you don't have to worry about getting minus, like, 8 more billion, whatevers, or plus, I should say. Fake fan, he said minus Doom instead of plus Doom when referring to Knight Errant. Oh, you know it. You know it. I can't wait one day for somebody to... If World of Horror ever gets public discourse, I will be able to make a comment, and then people who have never played World of Horror but are just latching onto it for the discourse will be like, but what do you know? Yes, I am making up fantasies for no reason, but that's just sort of like what we do here, you know? But it's true, though, right? Because it's like, I saw the Grand Blue discourse recently of, like, people complaining about one of the new games, and then people who play Grand Blue asking for grids. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely beautiful. No notes. We need a World of Horror gacha game, and we need Mizuki's design censored for there to be World of Horror discourse. That would be based as hell. I would be there no matter what. I would be there 100%, no matter what. Every single time. So unfortunately for you, Kazumi, well, if I buy you this Rubik's Cube, you will die. So I'm just gonna leave. And I know. I was tempted to click the button, but we'll pass for now, okay? We'll pass for now. We'll just kind of walk it back, run it back. I'm not spending -3 sanity for no reason. I don't really feel like that's a good use of my time. I'm not Hiroyuki Mizutani, I'm sorry. You are not joining the squad. Kana is joining the squad, but you are not joining the squad. It is too risky. Trip on a goddamn branch. The beast has awoken. Dog was sleeping on her chair, and she just started shuffling around. She is here. So, I have... Okay, so here's the problem, right? Like, I cook, and I have plans, but then I don't follow through with those plans, and then nothing happens, and I feel sad. This is our first enemy, by the way. Holy... Okay, maybe we will block. Yeah, maybe we will, huh? Yeah, maybe we will. What the hell? What the hell? Koji's not... He's unstoppable. I don't even know what... I don't care that I don't know what it means on the wall. I'm not deciphering the hieroglyphics with my knowledge. I don't know what to say. We're gonna do this? Are we really gonna do this? Are we really gonna do this? Are we really gonna do this? No, we're not. We're gonna take the -1 reason and have some semblance of goddamn sanity here. I would take... I would take it. I would take it. Why is our combat so unbelievably cracked, by the way? Like, does anybody wanna talk to me about that one? Alright, 6 Doom for one of the best items in the game, and our alternative is taking 5 Doom for nothing. We're not on ill-fated, so it doesn't matter. Like, alright. I'm okay with that. So we do 12 damage as a treat. Is this our second enemy, by the way? Yeah, I feel like it is, because I would have been impressed by our absurd combat earlier. Yeah, Nameless Horror, second enemy, which is not something that I'm used to saying, and it's not something you're used to hearing. But here we are. We're chilling, and we're here. We're gaming. We're on the prowl. We're on the hunt. What are we on the hunt for? I don't know. School scissors, recluse. We misplaced our scissors, yeah. We misplaced scissors. Residential recluse is kind of terrifying. Honestly, I think I'm kind of on that meta of, like, just get an item from the history club that can kill the boss. You know what I mean? What on earth are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I don't know what we're gonna do. But, so here's the thing. If we do recluse last, the roommate hurts like a truck, okay? If we do recluse now, the enemy is weaker, we have a level up, we've got some things that we can probably level up and get 1 point of knowledge. I think that's something that we can do. This Like, the problem is Recluse is such... We're doing Recluse. I feel bad about it. We're doing Recluse. The thing about Recluse is it legitimately is a mystery where you can just, like, lose the game, and there's nothing you can really do about it, because we gotta take the Doom. There's nothing you can really do about it, because it's like, well, the appropriate option would be not to play the mystery, but we're dead, it's over, it's Joe over, we're by done. It's Joe over, we're by done, it's over, there's no way. There is absolutely no way. Throw it away. I don't want stamina. What the hell is going on here? Is this area safe? No. 3 sanity is pretty bad. 4 damage, we are 2 EXP off, man. Okay, hold on. Let me cook. This is what we're doing. We're doing this every goddamn turn. Do you understand? We're bracing. We're doing that. This is doing 4 damage. We win these. Alternatively, you could have gone to School Scissors and done the thingamabob. Yes, that's true. And if it was timeline B, you would have gotten the ghost combination, and then you would have only taken 3 damage, but it would have actually been 4. I'm pretty sure, because by the time we got there, the damage bonus would be in effect. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. I don't know why our combat's so good, by the way. I'm kind of tired right now because I'm recording before I take a nap. So, I'm thinking to myself that we can probably, perhaps, go... Let's go School Scissors now. It's risky, but we have an item that we can throw. I do wish I had Improvise instead of Fast Hands, because we've never had an opportunity to use it. Please, bow clap. Clap bow, I'll take it. We take those. All right. But, okay. So, the Dark Souls series... So, okay, Plunger and I have been talking. Now, Plunger is going to finish the Dark Souls series. However, Plunger wants to work on something much, much more complicated. So, what we've been doing the past, 2 months? 1 month? I don't know. It's been a ride. My concept of time is completely nerfed and irrelevant right now. I have no idea what's what, who's who, and what's going on. What the hell is going on? Me when I'm playing Yick. But, essentially, we've been on the variety arc, okay? We've been on the variety arc, and members are still going to be able to vote on games that we play. But after February, or, let me see. I think it'll probably, the variety arc will probably end, late March, maybe early April. And again, members will still be able to vote on games, because I don't just want to do, World of Horror, right? But the thing that I learned from the variety arc is that there are some games that pop off, and there are some games that are just sort of they are enjoyed by a select few, the council, and that's fine. I actually don't mind it regardless, the Dark Souls series getting 30 views an episode, that's fine. I'm not doing this for a living. I'm doing this as a hobby. If people are enjoying it and having fun, that's good. And I also wanted to rework a old series that I thought was borderline unwatchable. My boy, he's here at last. When World of Horror gets a DLC and we need to do a different thumbnail, we gotta have my boy. We gotta have my boy hanging out there. Absolutely. 100%. I'm not slamming the door on my boy. I would never do that. I'm a homie. But, basically, I think that what I would like to do is after these series are done and wrapped up, we have the series that... We have the Daily Wa, and then we have a series that the members choose, and that will be the 3-can subscription, because that's, you know, and voting for that will go up later this month, because even though the series are still ongoing and they've got backlogs of like content, I am almost done recording them. So I will be moving on to record something else. So the 3 cans will be able to vote soon, TM, soon, TM. But what was I gonna say? So basically, I want the Daily WA, because the Daily WA is immutable. It's a constant. It's a thing that exists. This doesn't matter. We're on timeline B. It's fine. So the Daily WA is a constant. And, yeah, sure. Just take 80 more billion sanity damage for no reason. And then I want the 3 cans to be able to vote on something that is, like, exclusive to them and only they can do that. And then maybe the 1 cans can... Maybe there'll be, like, a community vote where, like, everybody can vote. And then, oh, I don't know. I'm still thinking it. I might have to do, like, a members-only poll to find out. But we'll see. And so I would kind of like to have the Daily WA, and then like another series that might not be like okay, here's the thing. Plunger wants to work on complicated videos, so they would be like bi-weekly or monthly, and I'm interested in putting in the effort and the work for that as well, because it would be more effort and work for me as well, but it would be something that's on like a bi-weekly or a monthly schedule, so it wouldn't be that demanding, you know what I mean? I could put work into it when both of us feel like working on it, and so on and so forth, right? Do we need to write this down? I'm not writing this down. I'm not paying attention. Well, I am paying attention to see if I eat shit, but... Bow? Clap? Bow? I'm not remembering that. So true, bestie. But, as long as... Josephine wants to keep editing weekly, there will be a weekly Josephine series as well, because that's something that I just batch record and then Josephine hands me an episode every week. But as far as something that I am doing, because right now I'm doing the Weekly Quota Wednesday, Weekly Quota Wednesday is Lethal Company. I'm doing Lethal Company, Little Goody Two Shoes, I don't know why I blanked on that for so long, Rimworld, and Gloomwood. So I think that we're gonna kind of cut that in half after these series are already done. No series is getting canceled. We are not in the old Webweaver arc where I would play a game for like a few episodes and then that game would never come back. We're never going back to that arc. We're never going back to that arc. If something's a series right now, besides Weekly Quota Wednesday, because that doesn't have an ending point, you know what I mean? So I can't say like every series that we have going now is going to continue until it ends, because it's a weekly challenge thing. That will end when Kiwi and I want it to end, right? But because, you know, it doesn't have an end. The end is every episode because it's a self-contained weekly challenge. But basically, we're probably gonna cut the videos that I do in half so that I can focus on the more complicated video with Plunger, and I can spend more time batch recording the World of Horror, because I do have life changes TM coming up, like IRL life changes that's going to affect my schedule, and so I'm probably going to be more, like, not more busy than I already am, but I'm going to be more tired, and so I want to scale things back to be, like, much more manageable from my perspective. So, like, we have the complicated videos that Plunger wants to do that we're workshopping right now, the weekly Josephine series with whatever she, like, as long as she wants to do that, that's fine by me. I will definitely not say no. The Lunicids are banging, which you should go watch them, by the way. We're on the shill arc, baby. You thought we were on the trivia arc? Nah, we're on the shill arc. And then maybe, like, a bonus series from me, and then the series that the people vote on, the 3 cans vote on, and then maybe the series from me is something that everybody can vote. We'll do a member poll. We'll do a member poll for that to figure out what it is that we do here. We had all summer to figure it out. Well, we're gonna have all summer to figure it out, I suppose. But I do want to, even though I'm going to be more tired in the future, and I'm gonna have a new schedule and everything like that, I think I want to try harder on the channel and do better on the channel. Now, obviously, those of you who are ancient, you've been around the block several times already, you're like, yeah, okay. And ancient watchers, by the way, ancient watchers, ancient viewers, old wah heads, veterans, you know, you're sitting here and you're rolling your eyes like, all right, Web, let's do this, all right, do it. Let's dance. Let it cook. You know, you're just looking at me. You're like, cook, YouTuber, cook. And it's like, I'm sorry. I'm trying, but it's coming out burnt. But I think that the thing that the variety arc taught me is variety is good, and you need to focus on it. But I also need to focus more on the core. You know what I mean? I need to. Like, if we could bring and the series that Plunger and I are workshopping, I do want to say this. The series that Plunger and I are workshopping is not World of Horror related, but I want to do more World of Horror content on my own that is unscripted, and maybe even scripted. I've been workshopping a few ideas. I'm not gonna say the Toriel word, okay? I'm not gonna say that, because the last 80 million times I've said that, nothing ever came of it, and we're not gonna go down that road. We're not gonna go down that road. But I do have a few ideas of things that I could do. Some things scripted, some things not. You know, I have problems with scripts, etc., etc. We've talked about a lot of this stuff before. We are retreading a little bit of ground, but I don't expect like 80%, 90% of the people, well, I mean, maybe I probably should, but I don't expect most of the people who watch these videos to watch every single episode that they're like, oh yeah, I remember that piece of discourse from like 6 months ago. Ah, yes. At the tip of my mind, now that you've refreshed my memory, Webweaver, we can resume talking about this. Sorry, it's like a very self-serving episode where we're just kind of talking about me a lot, you know what I mean? That's, I do feel a little bit bad about that. But anyways, the videos that Plunger wants to do, they are not currently World of Horror related, and they are... This is an old throwback to some of the old Wahheads. Currently, the idea that we're workshopping is a video about the least requested game on the channel's history. But I've been gaslighting you all. Well, not gaslighting, that's the exact wrong word. That is the... Like, I've been gassing up, or I've been doing anecdotes about. What on earth? Oh my god. I gotta record the Little Goody Two Shoes after this. Both of these episodes are a disaster. I can't words tonight. Unfortunate, but, essentially, the idea is... There is no idea. The train has left the station. Let's just win the run and then go fail at Pokidoku for a little bit, right? Let's just go ahead and do that. But basically the idea is I want to focus on maybe doing like the Daily Wa, an additional World of Horror like content series, not daily, and then we do the weekly Josephine thing for as long as she's willing to do that. We do the complicated Plunger thing, and then the 3 cans can vote on a specific game. And I think that's the kind of arc that we're going to go into next, because I do want to generate more World of Horror discourse, right? Like, if I make a tier list, and that tier list is rancid, and Funky's like, you son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you? Putting this character in A tier, you stupid son of a bitch. Do we even play the same game? That's you know, maybe a little bit more rude than Funky would probably say it, or maybe the wrong swear words that Funky would use. But regardless, okay? Regardless, chat. I feel like generating WA discourse is very funny. And I would be down for it. Even if... Like, I'm not gonna purposefully do something stupid. But just kind of, like, make a tier list with the knowledge that I have right now, like, the dumbass knowledge that I have right now, and then create WoW discourse, because, like, not enough people are talking about World of Horror, right? Like, alright, now that the run's over, we can do, Almost Perfect 2848. Now that the run's over, we can actually do discourse now. The window capture is gone, thank God. I'm gonna go on twitch.tv to look at a category. And, you know, I've gone on twitch.tv sometimes and seen some things that you cannot show on YouTube. Twitch is a little bit more, or at least I can't show on YouTube. I'm not risking showing that on YouTube. Well, let's look at World of Horror, huh? There is one person playing World of Horror right now, and there are 4 viewers. So, and I can't read that name, and I'm not going to say either. I'm not going to say the language that I think that is, because I would come across as incredibly ignorant, and I'm not gonna do that. Also, I typed World of Horror in the Twitch thing, and there's 2 channels that pop up. There's Horror's World, and then there's Otherworldly Horror, and they are a Hrothgar. Final Fantasy XIV mentioned. Final Fantasy XIV mentioned moment. But okay, let's go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube Gaming, alright? Let's go to YouTube Gaming, alright? YouTube Gaming. And I'm gonna search World of Horror. I don't know how to use YouTube Gaming. It just took me to the World of Horror launch trailer, the Grow Teeth animation by, oh god, I'm gonna butcher your name, I'm so sorry. Nevyashka? And then the GameSpot trailer for the official release date thing. There's not enough World of Horror discourse, okay? We go to Steam charts. Let's look. How many people are playing World of Horror? Apparently, 710,000 people are playing Counter-Strike. That's crazy, bro. World of Horror. Average daily. Current players, 63. Those 63 people could be talking about the goddamn game, so we're gonna generate some discourse. We're gonna generate some buzz for World of Horror. We're gonna throw the Webweaver actual filler, I don't know. What's the word for when, like, a celebrity throws their weight around and it gets something popular? A bump? Like, I'm being arrogant and, like, it's a bit, right? But I actually just forgot the word of what you would call it, so it doesn't work as a joke anymore because I'm just genuinely confused. Which is a pretty good, like, you know... Anyways, we're gonna play Pokidoku now. It's Pokidoku. I haven't played today, right? Oh, okay, here we go. Johto, that's Gen 2. I know that, that's Gen 2. Flying Steel, Skarmory. Easy. Final Evolution Flying. Pidgeot? No, hold on. Don't be stupid, just do Fearow. You know Fearow. You like Fearow. No evolution line flying. I'll get back to you on that one. Johto Steel. I'll get back to you on that one. Steel Grass, Ferrothorn. Final Evolution Grass. We could do that later. No evolution line Johto, so that's like... No, Umbreon is an evolution. No evolution line Johto. That works? That works. So Gen 2 Final Evolution, Grass Final Evolution. I mean, we can pretty easily Bulbasaur, or Venusaur, sorry, and, Magnium. Yeah, sure. I'll rep some of my favorite starters, just real quick. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to spell, but I can rep them. There it is. I see you. And then we can do a little Venusaur. There's not a new Venusaur, right? 7.9, 7.8. Okay. Grass, no evolution line. I'll get back to you on that one. Johto Steel. Johto Steel. No evolution line flying. No evolution line flying. I feel like I should know this one. I feel like I should know this one. Bird. Bomb. Does Delibird have a? I don't think Delibird has an evolution line, but I don't know if it's like flying ice or if it's even flying to begin with. We'll do that last. Johto Steel. Skarmory, we might have just screwed ourselves. I don't know what a Johto Steel type is. I don't think Steelix was introduced in Gen 2, was it? No evolution line grass. Grass. Oh, you know? Could we do Rotom? Could we do Rotom? Does Rotom evolve? Alright, okay. Johto Steel. That's gonna be really tough. Steel. Because Registeel is Gen 3. I don't know what the hell a Celesteela is, but that goes undeniably hard. That goes brazy. God, there's some stupid bird I'm thinking of, and I'm sorry for calling it a stupid bird, but, like, there's a bird Pokemon that just, like, doesn't evolve, you know what I mean? Skarmory. I feel like we can get this one, right? Like, I feel like we can 9x this one. Johto Steel. John. Honchkrow definitely has an evolution. Honedge is not Johto. Steel Johto. I should know this one. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not Steelix. I'm not, like, super confident. Let's try to do flying no evolution line first. So, bird. Yeah. Bombardier. Birdier. I'm willing to Hail Mary Delibird, but I'm, like, a little bit, like, scared, you know what I mean? Okay, hold on. Let's Delibird, just because. Let me scroll a little bit, just to look. Wait, Mandibuzz, does that evolve? Mandibuzz. I think this evolves, right? Wait, flying, no evolution line? Couldn't we just do, like, Zapdos? Because Zapdos doesn't... Wait, what is Zapdos Galar? Does that count? Does Zapdos Galar count as an evolution? Like, Zapdos doesn't evolve, right? There's no way Zapdos evolves, right? Right. Oh. Johto Steel. Like, I don't know. Was Steelix in is Steelix in red and blue? Like, red... no, it wasn't red. It was, like, blue-yellow, right? I don't know if Steelix was there. Aggron is Gen 3, so not Johto. Johto Steel, that's really... Mawile is Gen 3. I think I might have screwed myself, because I'm pretty sure Skarmory is Johto. And that would have been a valid answer. I think I gotta go with Steelix. Like, I'm trying to think, like, I don't have any idea of what a Johto Steel could be besides Steelix. Like, I guess we could look around a little bit. Steel. I think we've already looked here. Ah, yes, an Inteleon. An Inteleon G-Max. That's from Johto, for sure. Celebi is not Steel, right? Like, Celebi would not be Steel, right? I really hope Celebi's not Steel. Because if Celebi was... Wait, is Celebi Steel? Why do I think Celebi's Steel? Why do I think Celebi is Steel Fairy? Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. Why do I think Celebi is Steel? Why do I think Celebi is Steel? Why on earth do I think Celebi is Steel? Am I insane? I'm insane, right? I'm insane. I have to go with Steelix, right? I have to go with Steelix, right? Am I insane? I really want to lock in Celebi. Like, I feel like I've just unlocked, like, a... Because what would Celebi be? Psychic? But that doesn't sound right. Like, Celebi being Psychic, that doesn't sound right. I'm insane. I'm insane. Just Steelix. Just Steelix, right? Bird. Let's look at Bird again. No. Dog. Yeah. Okie dokie. I'm just looking. Yeah, Bastiodon. That's a good one. That's a good one. Rock. True. I don't know, I'm trying to think, like, what on earth could be, I think we just gotta go with Steelix. I wonder if Heracross is, like, Bug Steel or whatever. Wait! Sizor, right? I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to spell Sizor. Sizor? This is Steel, right? Let's go! Oh, Steelix was Johto. I massively overthought this. Steelix was a valid answer. I cannot believe it. We've done it. We've done it. Me and Firo Rutsu. Thank you so much. Me and Zapdos Rutsu. Oh my god. Listen, if you expected me to get Kartana, no. No. I can't. No. Absolutely not. I would never have got... I don't even know what a Kartana is. Besides, like, the little voice in your head that's a chip. And the Covenant tries to... I don't remember the Covenant tries to steal her. Sorry, I haven't played Halo in, like... a decade. Like, properly. I've downloaded the Master Chief Collection, but I barely played it. Most common, Venusaur. Fair enough. You can answer Tropius twice? Or is it just, like... Tropius is flying? That's actually kind of based. That's actually so based. That's actually... What is Ogerpon Wellspring Mask, bro? Ah, yes. Grass, no evolution line. Ogerpon Wellspring Mask. My beloved. Thank you. Corviknight G-Max. Steel flying. So true. Sizor Mega. Wait. I guess because it originated in Johto, that works? Even though Johto does not have Mega Evolutions? I don't know. Shoutouts to Tropius. Shoutouts to Rayquaza being the flying no evolution line. Oh my god, I can't believe we did it. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. I actually got one. I got a 9X. That's so based. Thank you so much for watching. To help support the website, please consider disabling the ad blocker. Okay, yeah, you know what? I will. 100%. I will 100%. Feel kind of guilty now. I didn't realize. Here we go. I turned it off. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll buy you a coffee. I'll buy you a Kofi. A coffee? A Kofi? I don't know what it's called. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.